Oh, it's Teddy and Paimon. Nice to see you again.
Miss Priestess, have we met somewhere before? You don't seem that familiar to Paimon.
Hey, it's me! Seriously, we met not long ago. Can't you recognize me by my voice? I mean, I'm the one voicing you.
Oh, yeah, it's you. You're the one from back when... Oh, wait, who are you again? This is starting to sound like some kind of weird scam.
Oh, my adorable little Paimon didn't even recognize me. That really stings, but I'll let it slide. After all, you did call me Miss Priestess. I guess it's fair since I never took off my helmet back at Thunderclap Reef.
Wait, hang on. Don't tell Paimon. You're Verna? You're really actually a priestess from the Frostwind Science?
Really? I didn't actually think she was. Excuse you? That's a weird way to say hello. Seriously, you won't find a priestess more reliable than me anywhere. There was never any reason to doubt me in the first place. Ahem. Anyway, this must be the Moon Maiden Kutar's guidance at work. How else could I be so fortunate as to run into you both at a time like this? Well, we were just passing through. I have a bad feeling about this. Exactly. That's what we call fate. With her silver spindle, she weaves past us one, whether they be of the rich or the... Anyway, let's forget about all that. Teddy, Paimon, you remember what the imposter said before, right? I don't think she's actually an imposter, but...
You mean that priestess-looking lady who seemed more legit than you? She said she was waiting at the court of the first edict, or something like that.
That more legit than you bit was totally uncalled for. But since you've got such a good memory, Paimon, and since you're both going to help me out later, I'll let it slide.
Hey, Paimon hasn't agreed to help you out yet. Why is it that every time we talk to you, we end up second-guessing reality?
Don't sweat the details. More importantly, I've already come up with a flawless, super ultra-reliable plan. We'll catch that imposter in no time. Think about it. She said she'd be waiting in the sealed-off sanctum no one can even get into, right? Okay, so she wants us to get curious and break the seal, letting her sneak in and snatch whatever treasure's inside. Great, thanks. And my super foolproof plan is to turn the tables on her. Once we open the gates of the sanctum, she'll definitely show up, and that's when we'll catch her. Sure, that's a plan. Pretty solid plan, right? I'd say it holds up just fine against those top-notch detectives from Papa Wrench's books.
Seriously? That sounds even crazier than the plan you had at Thunderclap Reef. You just told us no one's been able to unseal the court of the first edict for centuries.
Yeah. Only because they didn't have me, along with the super reliable tag team combination that is the two of you. After we parted ways, I've been thinking, since the court of the first edict was sealed by Kuvaki, maybe we can disrupt it the same way we did at Thunderclap Reef. That doesn't sound good. And so, ta-da! See, I had my little crackers look for more of those special fragments, and I pieced them all together. Great! And the moment I managed to distract Evelina, bam! You two showed up. Tell me we're not fated to reunite. Well, I suppose... I accidentally walked into here, so...
Fated? More like fatal! Are you sure this won't mess up the weather on Hiisi Island like it did back at Thunderclap Reef?
No worries. This time I'll be in full control of the Kuvaki. And besides, everything turned out just fine back at the reef, didn't it? Now then, Teddy, Paimon, prepare to witness the miracle of science.
Wait! If someone's gotta do it, let us do it! If we leave it to you, this already sketchy plan's bound to get even sketchier!
True. There's so much that can go wrong with this.
Alright, hello everyone. How is it going?
Welcome back here to Nod-Krai. Welcome back to Hiisi Island. Now, last time we did a bunch of little world quests here in Hiisi Island, part of the same series, where as you can see up there, in the big floating pillar that almost is piercing the sky, it looks like it's piercing the sky from here, we are able to make all of these fragments go back up and float to almost make the pillar come back together. Not exactly sure what we did there, but in every
like the
case...
world's shadow.
Yeah.
It's always there, and it will never perish.
That's right. Yeah, we would add the little Kuvaki rocks or put pieces together, or we unlocked it from the crab. You know, did all these things, and all of these rocks, when completed, went back to reform that pillar, which is really interesting. We also met up with this lady named Verna, who told us that she was a priestess from the Frost Moon Scions, although she didn't really act the part. But as you saw in the clip just now before this, that I recorded because I accidentally walked towards the statue and started the quest trying to just figure out where everything was. It actually turns out she is a priestess from the Frost Moon Scions, which, okay, fair enough. But she wants to go up there and see what's going on in the court of the first edict. You see, we've been seeing this ghost lady who clearly looks like she's probably a moon chanter from the past. You know, someone from my past era. And something about the whatever was sealed away over there 500 years ago. It was the place where the moon maiden Kutar, who later became Columbina, it's the place where supposedly she was born. Oh my gosh. Wait, the moon and everything. Hold on. Oh, that's the sun, actually. Looks like the moon. Wait, that's actually such a cool picture. Wait, that's actually such a cool picture. That was perfect timing. I'm so not used to the sky changing here in Hiisi Island. But if you come right at sunrise or sunset, I guess it does. The sky just looks like this. Anyway, I started here because I think we mentioned, you know, wanting to ask Lauma about that mysterious moon chanter. So...
Finally, some progress at last. Now, to somehow put all these things back where they belong.
Or we can continue talking with her about putting together the statue. This is quite an eclectic mix.
I know. There's petrified seeds of an ancient tree, fossilized animal bones, colorful stones.
So many things.
More deposit boxes that people buried for safekeeping. Wish boxes, letters with photos enclosed.
Sounds like it grabbed everything it could get its hands on.
Well, weasel thieves have a different perspective on value.
That's right, the
us.
weasel thief.
It seems like this one just bagged anything and everything that grabbed its attention.
Because it doesn't know what humans consider valuable.
The seeds and rocks will be easy enough to deal with, but those storage boxes and wish boxes will have been buried with the express purpose of digging them up at a later date.
Yeah, so we need to find who they all belong to so we can, you know, put them back. You know, like time capsules and things like that. Do you need any help with that?
Thanks for the kind offer, but I've already engaged another slightly more mature weasel thief to handle this. It will be in charge of moving all the items back to their original spots. After all, the kid's heart was in the right place. Making it put everything back where it found it would break its poor little heart.
Aww.
But won't the other weasel thief you hired tell the first one everything?
Yeah, and also how will you teach the first one not to do that again?
Hopefully not. The little one prefers to live on its own and act solo, so they're unlikely to meet.
Okay, well, I trust Llama. She can talk to the animals, so she knows what's best.
It also has a short attention span. Give it half a month, and I'd be very surprised if it still remembers anything it dug up.
So relatable. You sure are an expert in animal behavior, and you understand their psychology, too.
I speak their language, and I've had the privilege of their company for a long time. It's only natural that I've come to understand them, no different from making friends. By contrast, other people can't understand what animals are saying, so they're bound to make mistakes when trying to understand them.
Yeah, that's natural.
That's why, in a lot of literature on the topic, phrases like bestial nature are rife with negative connotations, while human nature is seen in a more rounded light.
Well, humans are the ones writing the books, so they can't hear the animal side of the story.
You're right. I'm sure those books would have turned out quite differently if they were written by a wolf or a rhyme-horned deer.
I think so too. Maybe you could write one in collaboration with them. Hmm?
In any case, to me, human nature and bestial nature are both simply nature. Whether human or beast, all have moments of courage and of cowardice, times of both greed and rage. We all rejoice in our successes and mourn our failures. These experiences are neither inherently human nor inherently animal. They are a part of our shared nature, a nature bestowed upon all living things by Mother Nature herself. I do sometimes wonder whether the world around us might have turned out for the better if humans and animals could communicate with each other.
It certainly would get rid of a lot of misunderstandings and maybe help humans to understand the animal perspective a lot better. And also vice versa, helping animals understand humans too.
But I know it is but a fantastical idea that can never be.
I know. It must be hard for Llama, the only one who can really translate between the two.
Then there are those who reject nature and turn their back on the natural way. They are the wayward ones who do not hesitate to pull the trigger, even when they speak the same language as the object of their slaughter.
Aww.
Yes, child. I know you can protect yourself, and that you are far fleeter of foot than they. Do not worry. No one shall harm you again.
Yeah, it looks like Llama's gonna protect you.
Ah, how time flies. I should get back to sorting through that pile of treasure. I should have enough time to get everything in order before the weasel thief arrives.
Sounds like you have it all sorted out. Nice work, Llama.
What do we have here?
Okay. So I guess we can't ask Llama about the moon chapter. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Here we go. The statue of the moon maiden Kutar was carved shortly after she was born. And now it seems that we will be returning to that place where she once appeared hundreds of years ago. Here's Verna. You know, now she looks like a priestess this time. Where are we throwing these rocks? In here? Alright, looks like in there. Oh, it's another piece that's gonna fly up and fix the pillar. Would you look at that? Who could have known? So is it just me or we completely finished? Oh! I think we've completely finished putting it together. It looks like it just stamped something. That's so beautiful, but what is happening with it? I know! Causing so much— you guys as kids are looking the wrong way.
Come on, I told you there's nothing to worry about. See? This is the power of science. Hooray! The power of science! Hey, wait a second. You almost had Paimon fooled. This has nothing to do with science. It was just Teddy tossing the fragments up there.
Well, since the super reliable Teddy is also someone who believes in science, I guess that explanation works too. I mean, I do believe in science. Not sure if that was an example. I mean, yes, there was physics and magnetism involved, you know. But I would say 90% of what just happened there was magic.
Oh, right. Since the Moon Maiden Kutar spun a silvery path for us, what awaits beyond the threshold must be...
Wait, how did the rest of it go again?
Anyway, since the moon lane has appeared, it means our plan is working fine. All we need to do is follow it. This is the guidance of the moon goddess. Yep. Are you sure? Paimon thinks there's a good chance this path doesn't lead to our destination, but rather somewhere higher up. Oh, come on, Paimon, come on. You've got a super reliable priestess and a super reliable adventurer on your side. What's there to worry about? We'd better get moving before the other priestesses show up. I mean, while the moon goddess is still showing us the way. Onward and upward.
Right. So she's kind of like, I see. She's kind of like a rebellious priestess, I suppose. Breaking from the traditional ways. But I still think she's not as afraid as she should be of the ghost that we saw. Whoa, you can see the Kuvaki pulsating from it.
Oh, a treasure chest!
And that's where we did the ritual with Nicole. Oh my gosh. Where are we going? All the way up there. Oh, okay. Something happened. Whoa!
This doesn't look like where we just... This is whole platform here. This is so cool. Wait, hold on. This is so awesome.
Verna, where are we? This doesn't really look like a sanctum.
Yeah, really doesn't. I mean, that's not important. Don't worry. This place has things that resemble moon lanes, so that means the Moon Maiden is still guiding us. Probably. Verna, I hate to be the one to tell you this. So I won't. Let us follow the path illuminated by the moonlight and leave the rest to the will of the moon.
That actually sounded pretty priestessy coming from you, Verna. Wait, no, isn't that just a fancy way of saying, I don't know what to do, let's just leave it to fate?
Hey, what do you mean, pretty priestessy? Have you ever met a priestess that's anything less than super priestessy? You've got to have as much faith in the Moon Maiden's guidance as you do in the power of science. Besides, it's not like we found any other way down once again. Verna, just imagining putting my hand on her shoulder. If only I could tell you about the Moon Maiden. Oh my gosh, what is going on here? Unknown life signs detected. Calibrating fuzzy predictive control unit. No shadow corruption detected. No traces of genetic components. Faint energy echo registered. Matched with known Dragon Lord of Flame parameters? Wait, what? Like back in Natlan, you mean? Engraving. Waking up. Identity check starting. Mode matching activating. Okay. Well, these text bubbles are very much like the bubbles that appeared when the dragons were talking to us in Natlan. They also resemble Nicole's text bubbles. I suppose, like, you know, the angel text bubbles, okay? Maximum likelihood estimation. To this song! Conclusion. Authorization granted. Defense systems deactivated. Hey, look. I think we are coming across... Oh, I love this song so much. We are coming across another ancient civilization that once had technology and all these technological advancements that are now lost to the present day, is what I'm detecting here. Every nation seems to have their own variation of that. Their people were really intelligent and technologically savvy, but all of that was lost to the modern era. That's what I sense is happening here. Oh my gosh. Kuhenki! Seal lifted. Welcome, Master of Flame and Wisdom, Your Majesty Shiokoto. Why are we mentioning Shiokoto? Oh, it's this variation! What? Oh my gosh. This song played in Mama's first trailer. I thought it was so mesmerizing and beautiful. Why are we mentioning Shiokoto? How did we get down? We were all the way up there just now! Just like I predicted. See? As long as we follow the guidance of the moon goddess, everything will fall right into place.
Well, if you say so, but are we really sure it's a good idea to open up a place that's been sealed for centuries?
Oh, it'll be totally fine. You've got the most trustworthy priestess of the Frostmoon Scions right here. There's absolutely nothing to worry about. I think you're the least trustworthy priestess. But I do believe you that you're at least an actual priestess. Oh, here's the other priestesses. Crotto, did you see where those suspicious intruders were headed? They took off toward the court of the First Edict. Not many places to hide around here, after all. You two, check on the seal. I'll inform the Lady Moonchanter. Let's see them try getting away. Causing trouble in the sacred lands of the Frost Moon, they've got a death wish. The only way they're getting out of this in one piece is if there's somehow the Lady Kuta herself. Hey, I hate to break it to you guys. No, I'm not gonna.
Verna, you still gonna tell us there's absolutely nothing to worry about?
Yep, that's right. There's absolutely nothing to worry about. Now that the seal's been opened, all we have to do is set a trap and wait for that imposter to walk right into our hands. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. There's absolutely everything to worry about. I should never have messed with the seal. What do I do now? Help me, Teddy, please. Yelling for help with a cryberry doesn't mean someone's gonna magically save your butt. That's right. Let's see what's inside. There's no turning back now. That's true. I want to see what's inside. I mean, we are asking another favor of Lelma, you know. First, you know, asking her for forgiveness after breaking into the Moon Marrow Chamber. Now this. We're really asking for a lot of favors from Lelma. Thank goodness I know she's likely to favor us.
Well, since the seal's already broken, we might as well head in and take a look. But Verna, you'd better make sure to say sorry to everyone you dragged into this.
That's right. Hmm? Oh my gosh. Oh, this treasure.
Buried in time.
I bet I'm gonna run out of artifact space sometime this video. Whoa, do you see the Kuvaki pulsating from here on the map even? Wow. I probably must go down and see what all those people are up to, but somehow they haven't caught up to us. I don't know how. I'm gonna go down here again. Can we still go into Hyperborea? I wonder. I highly doubt we can. I think that was like a one-time location. But that's really interesting. Yeah, it kind of proves the Hyperboreans must have had technology that the Frostmoon Scions no longer have. Oh, we can go down here. There's no more portal to Hyperborea. Oh, unless it's down there. Yeah, this is a priority right now, of course. Alright, it's the ice variant that can't be frozen, so and it doesn't take pile damage. So you know, this is certainly a useful team to have for this fight. Okay, sometimes it can, sometimes it can't. I haven't learned how or when it does one or the other. But most certainly it's going to allow me to do ice damage again only after Skirk's power has run out. What are you doing when you get back into a corner like this? Don't do that! Because I don't want you to, you know, do the thing where like you lose attention to me and then your health bar goes all the way back up. Close.
By ordinance divine, take your true form.
Go team! This is so bad to have a cryo-based team for this fight. Come on. I was just curious to see if it's still down here after the Archon quest.
Time to shine.
And
Strike a pop.
we will at least get this treasure, I think.
My guiding star.
Please. I get nervous when I see them running around. Like, are you trying to escape so you can reset your health bar? Please don't. I like this chromatic scale, like with like the baseline. It makes everything so intense. It reminds me of Glory Ruin from Fire Moon Fates. There we go.
Splendid! More interesting trinkets for me.
We're gonna need to heal up my team before I actually go and do things. Wait, they can actually come out here? Oh. Oh. I didn't even know this was like open to the outside. Huh. Are you carnivorous plants? Oh my gosh. That's cool. That's cool. I think we should leave before I get totally distracted. Oh? Oh, that's a viewpoint here. Oh, because we finished the pillar. Now there's all the Kubaki pulsing from it. Oh, don't fall off. Here you go. Echoes of the far north. Oh. Wow. Look at that. Okay. Well, let's get going. No time to waste now. What is this?
Something about this place feels off compared to what Paimon imagined a sanctum would be. It doesn't feel all that sacred. It smells kind of funny instead.
Well, it has been sealed off for 500 years, you know. Scientifically speaking, rusted metal giving off a blood-like smell isn't too surprising. By the way, the hymns say that before Lady Isla sealed it, this was where all the Frostmoon followers held their ceremonies. So it's super sacred, really.
Calling it super sacred just makes it sound less sacred by the minute.
It kinda does. Oh, come now, don't get hung up on the wording. Look over there. That's the verdant crest. Legend says it's the sacred tree that witnessed the birth of the moon maiden Kutar. Wow. It is beautiful. This one in particular, I mean, I think all the moon-related trees kind of look like this, but this one especially looks like an Irminsul branch. And that pool over there, if I'm guessing right, that should be the ever-flowing white spring, or Velamol, blessed by Lady Isla herself.
Do you really have to guess? Also, are you sure you didn't just make those names up?
Hey, I may be a fairly reliable priestess, but I've never seen these sacred relics from 500 years ago with my own eyes. Nor did I ever think I'd get to see something this historically significant. Oh, I'm so lucky. All thanks to you, Teddy and Paimon. Well, just remember to apologize to everyone after we get out. Yes, no problem. I'll do whatever you say. Just standing in place does feel like a waste, though. Since we're here, why not take a quick walk around? Ooh, I would love to. Yeah, you know, shouldn't be breaking into a place like this. But, I mean, don't we do this all the time? Is this really new for us? Lies of the Faithless, huh? What does that mean? What does that mean? This is Columbina's birthplace. She appeared before this tree hundreds of years ago. Where is this Lunoculus? It's all the way up there. Okay. I'm sure there's a legitimate way to get up there. Can I stand in here? It's a mirror. There's a sword! There's the sword that I'm here for! I mean, a sword that's really interesting. I need that sword.
There's something beneath the water. Is that a sword?
Huh? Why would there be a sword here? Wait, hold on. Could this be the ritual sword forged from Hyperborean moonlight that Lady Isla supposedly left behind? The blade that was used to offer up the very first drop of blood under the new moon? Whoa!
It's a Kuhenki. Does it want us to follow it?
Kuhenki! The Kuhenki are our friends.
Stars,
See?
for me.
That's not what I want you to see. I pressed the wrong thing. Although it is interesting how, you know, Layla's thing, it has the Taoist symbol on it, but it does look like a moon. I mean, it's a cradle thing, but still, it's interesting. Okay, well now we're going up. Now we should be able to get the Lunoculus, right? Wow. This is such a serene place. But you know, it sort of also symbolizes how Columbina felt when she first appeared in this world. Oh, there's our Moonchanter. Okay, hold on. I kind of want to get that. But just, this tree is so beautiful and bright. But this place is this, you know, concrete, rock, all run down and broken, all stone cold, and there's nothing warm about this place. And I think that is somewhat symbolic to Columbina's experience, that this world that, you know, that she was born into has never been kind to her. You know, it's just always taken from her, never given back. Okay, here we go. Alright. So... Oh, you're Isla! The first Moonchanter. Ah, you're here. Wait, that will get the altar dirty.
When the heck did you get here?
We were the ones who opened the seal first, right?
Good thing the treasure chests are still here. Ether, you're so funny. Something's off. You're right, but this isn't just off. It looks like this is a residual image left behind by the moon goddess's blessing, or the Kuvaki. And it's been inside the court of the first edict. Maybe this might be the first moon chanter herself, Lady Isla. Well then, not an imposter. Verna. Is that really possible? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. But if this is truly Lady Isla, then it wouldn't be surprising for her power to be unscientifically potent. Oh my days, I can't believe I kept calling the Lady Isla an imposter. Thank the moon goddess she can't hear me anymore. And that explains why she seemed like a more legit priestess than you. Well, of course, I may be reliable, but I'm still just a regular priestess. There's no way I could compare to the great Lady Isla who witnessed the birth of the Moon Maiden. There, that should do it. This power, is it the Lady Isla? Is the Lady Isla before us really just a lingering image? What did you do, Miss Isla?
Where did that voice just come from?
Maybe it got recorded along with the first Moonchanter's image? I mean, even the moon goddess's blessing couldn't be precise enough to capture just one person's voice, right? I guess that makes sense. There's no need to be so tense. That woman who shares my bloodline surely showed you a few of these lowbrow tricks before, This is merely a blessing that records awareness, so that the brave warrior over there can hear our words. Are you talking about me?
Paimon's not dreaming, is she? Paimon swears she looked just right at us.
Come on, Paimon, you're most definitely dreaming. What we're seeing now was recorded 500 years ago. There's no way she could actually see us. Over there? But I don't see anyone. Never mind. I probably wouldn't understand even if you explained it to me. And whatever tangled past lies between you and her, I'm in no position to judge. Regardless, thank you for your help, Miss Isla. Lovia should have known better. The wounds left in the wake of the atrocities that old witch inflicted upon you both run deep. Of course, the scars fester with resentment. What surprises me is that she trusted you so deeply.
Verna, who is this Lovia they mentioned? Paimon feels like she's heard that name before.
She was the leader of the Frostwind Scions 500 years ago, but she was stricken from memory for the sin of blasphemy. Normally, only senior and super reliable priestesses like me would even know about her.
So if even someone like you knows about her, it can't be that much of a secret, can it?
True. Hey, rude. What do you mean someone like me? But seriously, her identity should be top secret. Ordinary followers and folks from the outside aren't supposed to have even heard that name. Resentment? For what? Everything you and I went through was always meant to be. There is no past or future, because the past is the future. Your gaze is upon me now, but all you can see is this one fleeting moment. Thanks to Lovia's blessing, the blessing of our ancestors, I can see every moment. Interesting. Your arrival, Lovia's end, all threads of a tapestry too vast for me to tell. And yet, how it thrills me. She trusted me because I heeded her every word. And when the Lady of the Underworld, who's that? The Lady of the Underworld, Tuonatar, guided my hand to sever her thread, even then she should have rejoiced. As for you, you'll be leaving this place soon, won't you, Mr. Solove? My role here is finished. The believers outside already hail you as their new prophet, and at last you no longer need to endure the suffering imposed on you. I still have things I must do. I need to uncover that mad monk's true intentions. For my fallen friend and the people of this land, he must pay for what he has done. With Lovia's years of secret correspondence with him as evidence, tracing his steps should be much easier. Once again, thank you for your help, Miss Isla. So you still don't know a thing. But that's all right. You will soon enough. I'll take that as encouragement. To me, it's already happened. Twice shall that serpent fall.
first strangled by the flesh of the faithless, then shrinking away before the light and you and I ignite together. But you shan't be the one to cut off its thread, because that fate does not belong to you. I don't believe in fate. I'll just do what I can. Then do what you can. Before the lanterns are lit, I will be here waiting. For you are the hero meant to protect Elysium. And you. Oh, she's talking to us, okay. Forgive me for drawing you here this way. Your thread simply would not catch in the loom of the sublunary sphere, so I had to guide you with those stones. Fitting, for they are just as out of place in this world as you are. She knows we're a descender. Or at least she knows we're not from this world.
Huh? Huh? Verna, what's going on? Are you sure she isn't talking to us?
I'm pretty sure she can only see Ether, not Paimon and Verna. Well, not anymore. Those stones we saw earlier only fell recently. How could Lady Isla have known about them 500 years ago? By way of apology, I left the last sword forged by the Apostle of the Golden City using moonlight in the ever-flowing white spring. After centuries, any bloodstains on its blade should have been washed away. Please accept this humble gift. Though your fate remains unclear to me, I choose to believe that you are the hero of this sublunary sphere. The one destined to fell the undying serpent on our behalf. Oh, what do you mean? Who is this serpent you're talking about? This will probably be the last time we meet. If you follow the light and find those who share my bloodline, then you will come to understand my words. Are you talking to someone? It's nothing. Now please don't let me keep you any longer, Mr. Solove. I must begin sealing this place at once. I hold no resentment towards Lovia, but our children must not be stained by her sins. That's why the evil and corruption she wrought must be buried. I will seal them all here. This, too, is a part of our preparation for the birth of a god. We are all tainted by sin. How could we ever hope to behold the moonlight in its purest form?
Oh, she vanished.
So, just like back at Thunderclap Reef, it was Lady Isla who guided us to break the Sanctum Seal. Also, you could retrieve the sword she left behind.
But Paimon still doesn't get it. Why would Isla give us her sword? And what's this undying serpent stuff all about? We're not gonna have to fight some giant snake next, are we? Anyway, let's retrieve that sword first.
It sounds like we might have either fight an actual snake or a human being who is snake-like.
Right. If someone as reliable as Lady Isla said it, there must be a reason. Maybe it'll all start to click once we get that sword.
I hope so. I hope so. Okay. Ancient volume? Okay, so I read through a little bit of the lore in here. There's a lot of books, and I realized there's a lot. So I might do a little separate video reviewing a lot of this, because there's a ton of lore. The gist of it is, this is a lot of the backstory of Nod-Krai from 500 years ago, the pre-Frostmoon Scions era, before the Moon Maiden, all the drama that went down. There was a lot of drama, a lot of, backstabbing that went down back then. I did also do a tiny bit of pre-reading on the lore before making this video too, like just on the wiki. So I know this involves, the early Frostmoon Scions, the first Moon Chanter Isla, who we just met, the guy who started the Lightkeepers. I didn't see his name in any of these books, but I think Reed Miller is involved at some point too. So yeah, the origins of a lot of really important stuff in Nod-Krai, all of it really happened in that 500 years ago era, before the era of the Moon Maiden. And then now in another 500 years, we're living through another culturally significant era in Nod-Krai. But for now, I'm just gonna go down here, and we can do a separate reading video on that afterwards.
Let's go, Kuhenki!
I do really love the way the lore ties together. But a lot of the historical lore in this game, it's really hard to piece together because you are literally a historian going through ancient records. Oh, the sword is there. You're literally a historian. You're going through the records, you know, fragments of paper left here and there. You're an archaeologist going through all the ruins, talking to all these people, getting bits and pieces, trying to piece together an era that you no longer have access to. You know, there's a lot of people you can no longer ask your questions to. So yeah, it's quite a puzzle to put together history. I love how this game is, the history is so rich that I think you actually get a taste of what it must be like to be an actual historian doing this in real life, trying to piece together the records and study this and understand what must have happened in a time that we can't go back to anymore. I think I'm probably a lot better at following the lore for the part of the timeline where Ether has been here and remembering like people we've talked to and things like that. But definitely the historical lore in this game is really fascinating too. Also really helps you get into the like psychology of what people in different times felt, or sometimes you end up not understanding how they decided to do things, but nonetheless then you can learn from it because that's what's important about history, right? Anyway, off topic. We finally get the sword!
This must be the sword Isla was talking about, right? How about it? Did you figure anything out?
Not a thing. Skimmed through all of those texts. I need to do some deeper dive. Paimon, quick, run! The power in this sword, it's overflowing!
Hey, what's happening? Hang on, your acting is terrible. You can't start laughing halfway through your own prank and quit scaring Paimon at a time like this.
Looks like we really will have to investigate this whole place, huh? But if we hang around too long, Ruth, Uncle Croto, and the others might find the entrance too.
Actually, with all the noise we made just now, there's probably no one on this island who hasn't been drawn this way.
Fine, guess we've got no choice. We've got the sword now, and Lady Isla didn't tell us what to do next. Let's get out of here first and figure out the rest later. I'm good with that. Alright, here it is. Moonweaver's Dawn.
A treasure buried in time.
Treasure buried in time. This sword. An immaculate, sharp silver sword that can slice through armor like moonlight flowing through the empty night. According to the legend, it is a divine blade, blessed by the first Moonchanter herself. Yes. And you can pull more copies of it on the weapon banner. And I'm not gonna do that, so I'm glad to have my free copy! Thank you, Lady Isla. We'll try not to disappoint you. Wow. That was really cool. Alright, everybody in town is waiting. No? Where is everyone? I thought everybody would be waiting with their pitchforks. Who dares to enter the court of the first edict? It's awfully quiet. Ruth and Uncle Croto aren't here either. Weren't they hot on our trail?
Maybe all the noise we made earlier got their attention and they ran off to check somewhere else?
I get it now. This must be Lady Isla's divine guidance. Even my luck's looking up now that I'm with someone as reliable as you.
Okay, save the celebration for later. You do remember you still owe everyone an apology for all the trouble you caused, right?
Apology? Right, yes, of course I do. I'm not the type to get so caught up in reading Lady Isla's records that I forget everything else. I swear by the mortal name in this sublunary sphere that I'll give everyone a proper and heartfelt apology. It's just, I'll need to think carefully about how to phrase it first. Oh, and while we were at work earlier, I came up with a super scientific plan. Oh, there they are. Since I have to apologize anyway, why don't we finish checking out the sanctum first before looking for Lady Loma? That way we can save time and make my eventual apology more efficient. Well, I think it's too late for that. A sound plan, I shall say. See? The power of science is... Wait, huh? Aunt Rattata, when did you get here?
You scared us! We didn't mean to sneak into the court of the first edict. It's just... Verna said.
No need to explain. This place may be sealed, but it's not forbidden territory. If outsiders like you were able to enter, then perhaps it was the will of the moonlight. Exactly. This is all part of the Moon Maiden Kutar's sacred guidance, just like the poems say. As for you, Vernatska, you're coming with me. The Lady Moonchanter wants to see you. In person. Well, Verna, you have the walk between here and the Frostmoon Enclave to come up with your apology. Huh? Wait, no. Aunt Rahatar, didn't you just say... As a priestess, you acted without permission, broke the rules, and tampered with taboos. Aside from outright murder, you flouted every major law we have. And that's saying something in a lawless land. Now come. Or would you rather the Lady Moonchanter come fetch you herself? Teddy, Paimon, I'll explain everything later, I swear. But first, I'll need... Before Verna could finish her sentence, Rahatar drags her off.
Well, she sure dug that grave nice and deep for herself, didn't she? Still, we've got no idea what this Lady Isla wanted us to do, but this sword she left behind... if it was meant for us, we might as well hang on to it for now. Looks like a real Frostmoon relic anyway.
That's it? Polkka beneath the moon's oracle. Okay. We can go back whenever we want, right? Yeah, we can. Mysterious, mysterious. Okay. That's a really cool sword that we have. I don't know what we're supposed to do with it. I mean, I know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna give it to Durin. Exactly what I said earlier happened. Ran out of artifact space. I'm so running out of space. I need to clear out the stuff soon. Yeah, I was like, who is this serpent that we need to fight? Have we encountered them yet? Do we know? Let's give this sword temporarily to Skirk just to see it. That is so strange. I mean, not strange, but it's like, what is this sword? What is this serpent that you're talking about? Wow. Let me see it. Wow. Yeah. There's a lot of dark lore, I think, in the history of the Frostmoon Scions before the Frostmoon Scions, you know? Like, oh, not in here. Description. I think, Lovia was the archpriestess who lied a lot to Ilia. Ilia? Isla. Aaliyah and Isla are two different people, right? Isla. She carried out the archpriestess's commands. Solove is nothing but a treacherous murder, but she said nothing, which Lovia took to mean she was okay with it, you know, she was obedient. But then, Mr. Solove was right. You were just lying to us, Grandma Lovia. If that were not the case, why would you believe dawnlight crimson rather than moonlit silver when your thread was cut? I think the implication is that Lovia was not actually... Ironically, after all of that talk about purity, Lovia was not actually a descendant of the Frostmoon Scions or the Hyperboreans herself. Interesting. Oh?
Kuhenki! Whoa!
Can I follow it?
That was so cool, Kuhenki!
Actually wait. I want this treasure chest. Give it to me. Maybe not with while I'm holding the sword though. It's not leveled up. It's not leveled up. We need the other one. Here we go. You are the kind that can be frozen. So I'm gonna do that.
Transfiguration!
The night is cold. Another star goes out.
Another star goes out. Yeah, what she said. Alright.
Splendid! needed
Oh?
more interesting
Oh, look
trinkets
at that little
for me.
deer up. I'm so happy I could help you out. Look at it. So cute. This thing is so crazy. Is there a way to get back up there? So this pillar was put by the dragons. No, Shiukolto was mentioned? The Pyro Dragon Sovereign? What was that about? I don't understand what that reference was. Did Shiukolto put this in? I guess that there were 7 dragon sovereigns. But Nod-Krai is not really... I mean, unless you consider it as part of Snezhnaya. Part of the 7. So I guess it makes sense another one of the dragons would be here. Would have influenced this place. Oh, this song is playing. A lot to think about. A lot to think about, indeed.
Merciless.
Verna! Now I'm hoping that Llama has something to say. Llama! I am so sorry we broke into another sacred place. I don't want to offload all of the blame onto Verna. Part of me did really want to see what was in there, obviously. Oh my gosh, okay. Oh? Where should this go? You know us. If you know us, why were you suspicious of us going in there? What does it record? Moon Chanters, okay. Yeah. I know, who has the energy to write all that down? Especially if no one in the future is gonna read it, right? There's nothing interesting in it at all? Where did you hear those tales, I wonder? Strange habit of spending 2 hours soaking in a nearby lake whenever she had to organize some ceremony, regardless of the season. Okay. To be soaking practically every day. The ceremony she organized went well, at least, but fell with a serious case of arthritis, which forced her to bow out early. She maintained the pain was a mark of the moon goddess's regard. I don't think the moon goddess's dominions cover arthritis. Okay. No, that was you. No wonder you know these stories. You learned them well, because you lived through them. I'll leave you to it. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to press that button. What a book, indeed. Guess we get some of this now. Echoes of the unfinished past. All of those sigils we have. Wait, we can submit them all. We can submit them all, right? No? I need to get to 90%. Oh, okay. 90%, huh? 90%. Llama! Did you talk with, Okay, you haven't talked with Verna, but I think you're talking with the Weasel Thief again.
Look! There's that weasel thief again! And it's right next to Llama!
Oh, it must have discovered that the other Weasel Thief put all of its treasures back.
Huh?
Oh, so sorry. Ah. Has it seen the error of its ways?
Come here. Our little friend asked me to pass this Mora on to you.
Oh, okay.
Huh? Why would a weasel thief give him its Mora?
As I said, it greatly admires your treasure hunting abilities and wishes to join you in unearthing every treasure chest in this world.
That's a lot of treasure chests.
Consider this its deposit.
I see. Wait, it was serious?
When Mora is involved, a weasel thief never lies. Keep it safe. This coin represents an agreement between you and the weasel thieves. Or at least, this weasel thief.
Digging up treasure is just a side gig for me. I'm not actually a professional in this field. We're pretty good, though.
I wouldn't worry. I know I said it's an agreement, but I believe it just wants to make friends with you.
Aww.
It didn't know what kind of gift you'd like, so it chose to give you its favorite thing.
I'll take good care of it.
Please do. If you're interested in taking up the offer, leave some dried lacca berries by your pillow when you get home. It's very fond of those.
Will do. Although you should tell that little weasel thief we travel very far and don't always sleep in the same place and are not even always in Nod-Krai. So it might have to travel very far to follow us anywhere.
Not too many, of course. It might struggle to burrow its way home if it eats too much.
Aww. Interesting. Hey, Llama.
If you're interested in taking up the offer...
Okay, yeah. So... I take it you've already dealt with Verna then? I think she's already dealt with Verna. Alright. Not that much else to do today. Well, lots to do today. Let's go talk with some of the Frostmoon Scions, I guess. You know, they kept all the decorations from the Moon Prayer night here, so we should probably take a look at them all before they're gone forever, because I'm sure by next update they'll be gone. Oh, this is so... Oh, I hear the sound of a Lunoculus. I want it. I want that Lunoculus. I know where it is, too. Just don't want to see all the decorations. These fleeting memories of our once happiness. Oh! Weasel Thief! Oh, doesn't want to be our friend. Do you move? I think this one's already been moved. Okay. It's quite serene here, indeed. And it's just very beautiful on Hiisi Island. It's completely, you know, untouched by the Fatui, the outsiders. But at the same time, the way that they are still able to connect with the people of Nasha Town and, you know, not be cut off from society. It makes this place very tranquil, but also, you know, like not isolated. Want some midsummer berries? Aww. Yes, I really did like them. What are you doing? Hey there, we're on an outing. And we meet this deer on our trip. It's super cute. It is. I also think it's super cute. Hey, little deer. Can Teddygal30 and I touch you? If you're okay with it, just nod. I don't think you like it. Kari, you really can hear what I say. Mama's right. Deer really are clever. Oh, I see. There. That's a good deer. Aww. It's coming closer. Oh, that's so cute. Here you go. Have these lacca berries too. Eat them slowly now. Aww. Only I can understand animal speech just like Mama can. Aww. Oh, I still get scared when I sleep alone at night. Aww. The puffin? Yeah. I thought I didn't fly away, then, you know, if you want to stay and be my friend. When I woke up, it was gone. Maybe that little puffin just went to its parents to tell them it's well. Maybe it'll come back to see you once it gets permission. Hold on, isn't that a puffin? Where? Oh my gosh, up there! Aww! See? That puffin could be one of its family members for all we know. But we don't, Ina. I'm not Miss Llama. All puffins look the same to me. There's no way I could tell them apart unless they could talk. But see, they're all puffins, right? I'm sure they know each other, so let's just ask it to help us find that little puffin. It could even be the same puffin for all you know. Couldn't hurt to ask. Here, take some midsummer berries and go feed it. Okay, well, please, Mr. Puffin, or Miss Puffin, if you know the little puffin who's staying at my place. Oh, I'm getting all turned around now, aren't I? Still, I miss that puffin a lot. If you know it, could you ask it to come back and see me? No response. Did it not like these berries? I can fetch a different kind. Hey, don't fly away. Please don't go. I still have something to tell you. Let's go first. Oh, Puffin. I bet it's the same puffin. Came to say hello. The island's not that big of a place, so actually... Ah, I see what we need to do. I see what we need to do. I knew there had to be one of these hanky launch pads somewhere. There we go, up in the tree. And just lower slightly down. And with that, we can claim this Lunoculus all for ourselves. Alright. Well, this has been a lot of fun. How much of Hiisi Island have we explored now? 78%. So we need to get to 90% in order to finish the meeting point. But I'm pretty sure we did all the main world quests here in Hiisi Island. So we learned a lot. There's still a lot to learn if we want to go through all of the historical lore. But it seems like putting together that tower... I mean, look, there's not even the cracks in it anymore. It's been really pieced together. Interesting. How did that get there?
Where in the world did I put that book?
If we're dealing with the dragon sovereigns in terms of this pillar getting here.
Where do we come from? And where are we going?
And this lore extends far beyond actually what we even understand. With what we learned with Lovia and Isla and Solove. Okay. Llama, anything else to say?
This book belongs here, I think. Huh. There's one missing. That's strange.
Oh?
Claw marks on the shelf.
Oh, Puffin!
And feathers. I bet one of the puffins took it to use as a cushion again.
Aww.
Those little rascals. I need you to head back into the woods and see if anyone has a book in their nest. If you find it, please bring it back. And tell whoever took it that they can come to me if they'd like a cushion to sit on.
Yeah, not the book, something else.
We need to make some more cushions. I think we're going to need everyone's help.
Interesting. Alright, well I think that's all I have for this episode. Put together that pillar, check out the sanctum. Check out the last remnants of the Moon Prayer Festival. But yeah, this has been great. Exploring all these adventures on Hiisi Island and the Frostmoon Scions. So yeah, thank you all for watching. And I will see you all next time. Bye everyone!